side. So after you've centered, if you want to sequence this, at least the way I do, I'm going to start with a little hip warm-up. So I like to begin by bringing my right hand right next to my hip, pushing the palm into the floor. The left palm faces up. As I inhale, lift up and reach through the fingertips and arm toward the ceiling. As you exhale, we're going to just fold over to the right. Drop the right shoulder to the floor, and then peel the left shoulder open, lifting through the elbow and upper arm, keeping both sits bones pushing into the mat. Finding that deep breath that we just cultivated. Then inhale, lift up slowly. And switch sides. Left hand pushes into the mat. Right palm faces up. Inhale, lift and reach. Exhale, fold to the other side. Again, roll the scapula back along the ribs. Lift up through the humerus and elbow. One more breath. And inhale, lift up. Exhale, come back down. And then from here, just fold forward. Keeping the legs crossed, we're going to walk the hands as far as they'll go. And then push into the fingertips, pull back through the arms and shoulders. Let the head fall toward the floor. I'm going to keep mine up just so you can still hear me. Keep the hips anchored, pushing into your mat. One more breath. And then inhale, lift up gently. I'm going to make our way into hands and knees from here. So, a little cat-cow if you're familiar. If not, we're going to start with the hands directly under the shoulders, the knees directly underneath the hips. I'm going to flex the spine and move the breath at the same, or move with the breath at the same time. So as we exhale, push the floor away, and I'm going to pull up into my sternum as I round my spine as much as possible. My chin tucks to my chest, my tailbone tucks underneath. And as I inhale, in the opposite direction. Try to keep the arms straight as possible. I know I bend them a little bit right there. Press the chest through the arms and rotate the biceps out toward the front of the mat. The hips are going to reach back. And just riding the breath. Up and down. If you want to shift a little bit forward and back to get the hips and shoulders a bit more involved, you may. Let's take 2 more breaths. And then slowly come back to neutral. And I'll just turn to make this a bit more visible. So now we're going to move side to side. What that's going to look like, I'm going to pull my right shoulder toward my hip. At the same time, my hip's going to reach toward my shoulder. So I'm closing the space between my floating rib and the crest of my pelvic bone. Kind of like a side crunch. I'm gonna exhale, crunch. My head can follow my shoulder. Inhale back to center and switch. One more breath on each side. And now we're going to see if we can circle the spine using the core a lot, all the way around. So I'm going to start down. I'm going to come over to my left, round up and push the floor away. And then slowly come over to my right. Really take your time here. Move with control. Again, try to keep those arms as straight as possible. And let the breath be fluid here. Don't really worry about fixating into a specific position. One more time, all the way around. And then switch. Go in the other way. And if at any time you want to pause for more than one breath in a specific position, just to kind of work out the kinks a little bit, you may. Maybe go slow in one area, then speed up a little bit if it feels more fluid in another. And then very gently come back to center. And then we haven't really gotten to the hips yet, but